Hey, how are we doing, boys and girls? Welcome back to some more Grey Zone Warfare. Now, if you're new to this channel and maybe you've started playing Grey Zone Warfare, you're having some really annoying deaths, you're dying a lot to the AI, and you're wondering why it could be, this video could help you out because what we're going to be looking at today is carrying on from our ultimate starting guide. If you are really new, that will walk you through basically the start where you will, pick your character, what faction to choose, heals, what you should be bringing as your basic kit, all that kind of stuff. That goes through that in detail. This one wants to capitalize more on your survivability, how you approach a POI, how you deal with AI, how you should be moving about in a POI using cover, quick peeking, and showcasing that even when you're using what a lot of people would consider an underrated gun, you can still survive and make money and do really well in the POIs you're going to. Now, to really express this, I'm going to go in with no armor. We're going to take no armor because I want to make as much money as possible. I have done a reset myself. We're only level 20 and we're only just starting to lock in level 2 vendors. One of them is now getting to level 3 because we've been focusing a lot. But I want to make as much money as possible at 206k and I want to keep on going up. So I want to sell as much things possible to Handshake and Gunny, for example. So I'm going to do the same too. But this is a guide for the people who just having the issues with, the AI, that keep giving you trouble, and just showcasing what you should be looting from the AI, what things you should be looking out for in your adventures when you're going around doing your missions in the POIs, what things you should be taking in terms of the guns, what attachments you should be taking from guns, all of that. We're going to kind of basically do a run through in one POI and explain my thought process. So firstly, the idea of this loadout is to be as efficient as possible at using cover and not getting into places where you're going to be out in the open. And it's going to teach you those fundamentals. And I'd be using this a lot because it's very cheap as a loadout and you can get a lot of things from this and more loot, which I quite like doing. I've been really enjoying running no armor, and it's nice having hardly any weight at the same time. Now, in terms of the kit, this is all just from like level 1 to level 2 stuff, and we're not running any armor at all. We've just got our basic meds here from splints, bandages, CT to stop bleeds, paracetamol to help with the heals, and a circuit for limbs. And the most important thing is the ammo, which you will get from Gunny level 2, which is the SST slugs. Okay, so it is Gunny level 2 you get this from. And the shotgun, I literally just bought this shotgun. I didn't do anything to it and modify it, just bought this shotgun. You could modify it if you want to really min-max the way it performs. But honestly, if you're just using this with slugs, it's going to perform really, really well, just like this. And it saves you time mucking around, doing extra things, spending more money. So I just buy this with around 100 of the SST slugs. It comes to around 2.5k, and that is literally it. We've got some grenades with us. This is the loadout. So let's now go over and attempt to take on a POI, see how we get on. I want to just go through, like I said, how we approach it, how we use cover, what I'm thinking when I'm going through this, and what we're doing when it comes to looting, searching for loot, while we're doing our missions in the POIs. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so we're at Sawmill, and we're going to try and clear out Sawmill. So we're going to approach down. I see some AI patrolling. I could mostly hit them with the slugs and actually one-shot them, but I'm not going to bother because we're not at cover at the minute. And the whole idea of surviving longer, especially when you got no armor, is making sure you're always fighting from cover, right? And it also means not being slow, like just kind of like moving around like this and keeping still, then seeing if you can shoot people. You want to get into the rhythm of motion of like moving all the time, peeking out of cover, moving back, swapping different angles, peeking. And this will help in terms of keeping the AI guessing and figuring out where you are at the time and not always looking in the same spot, because peeking in the same spot more than 2 or 3 times can up the chances of you getting one shot. Now you can see they've already seen us. I'm now going to back up already and take it from a different angle. Right, let's shoot in where I originally was. I see one over here. I'm going to keep on shooting him. He's down, 2 shots. Moving up. He's down. No, not peek the same place twice again. I'm going to back up. Moving, making sure there's no one coming from this side. Reloading. And then we're going to a peek again. So, moving from another side. I'm actually going to run across this way now. Got no visual. One's here. Look, he's looking for me. I'm pretty sure he's dead. No, there's another one there. Or he's dead now. If that was the same person. Moving up. Here's audio there. One there. Again, I'm just checking cameras. Checking angles. There we go. Just took him out. Again, if you see how I'm just doing this, I'm just literally trying to use cover as much as possible to avoid getting shot. We're going to swap angles again. We're reloaded. We're going to swap. Move around either way. Seems to be fine so far. I'm going to look. Can't see anyone. I see one there. You see where he's looking? He's looking in a different side. Now they're looking this way because I shot. He was originally looking most probably that way. Then I shot and then he reconsidered where he needed to look. So we're taking out most from here. Now you notice I'm not going for the looting yet. I'm making sure like my whole area is safe before I'm going to start looting. And you see here I'm just kind of checking angles. I don't like checking places where there's a lot of bushes because yeah, it's just going to lead to me getting killed, beamed in the face. So I'm going to move up this way. I feel more confident to move up this way. I'm going to open this door here. We can peek from this window now. Someone over here somewhere. You can hear them saying, "Come at me." I'm going to move up. I am going to come at him. There. We're going to move up now to this cover over here. Again, using cover as much as possible. So let's get inside. Reload. Dead. Whenever I can, I'll get to reloading. Only negative about a shotgun is the reloading sometimes. If you forget, if you always remember to reload whenever you can. I just missed. Moving now. Uh-oh. You see how we were always trying to just try and not peek too many times. I peeked that once or twice and I'm like, nah, okay. We're gonna now move. Again, just reloading up. Gonna loot this guy while we can. Now, when it comes to looting now, I'm actually gonna grab his armor. Now we've got some free armor. AKMs, not really worth grabbing, but you can grab the EKP sight, which can be worth around $60 to $70. Now we check the chest bags. We've got some grenades. The first money I grab, I always put in this secure container, and then all you need to do, whenever you find money, is control left click, and it'll just go straight to the money you put in your task container. So we seem to be clearing through most of them. I haven't heard any more angry AI recently. We might be into the point where we can start looting in a minute. Even like that range, we're like one shot, two shot on them. Uh-oh. Right, let's move up. Again, we're going to run up to cover here. Moving around, keeping near cover whenever possible. Checking all the angles you can possibly be. Again, I'm always keeping near cover. Shot him there. Not going to peek that again. Now, I did see a few here, so I'm actually going to start chucking a few nades over that side. Not going to peek that again. Uh-oh. Reload. Now, as you can see, we haven't been hit here. We haven't even we don't even bring meds. We don't even have to bring meds. He died. Again, I'm not really focused on looting yet. I'm still just clearing the POI. We can go and loot everything afterwards, and then I can kind of showcase the looting aspect of this. But at the minute, I want to just make sure it's all clear. We're not going to, like, get caught off guard looting by an AI creeping up somewhere. So far, it's looking good. And I'm pretty sure we've cleared most of this now. Now, up there is some more AI, but they're not going to get aggro to us down here. So we could be... I think we're kind of now starting to be safe in terms of clearing out most of the AI here. We've done basically like a full circle. Right, so let's start doing a bit of looting. What do we want to be looking for when it comes to loot? Right, I'm just looking over there because there is sometimes AI over there, but I think we are okay. Yeah, so when it comes to looting, again, AKNs or AKMs, anything like that, I'm not really fussed about them. I will, if I got the space, grab the EKPS though and detach that. Nothing in here. Control left click that now because we already got some money, so we're good. That's all I want from there. I'm going to move up to this one. Have a little look. Now, again, I always do the pockets first. I'm going to grab and control click the money. Now, the CQA1 is worth looting. Now, what I would like to do with these is this whole gun is worth around 250k. Around 250k, $250 average. Depending on, like, you know, its repairability and all that. It's around 250 for this whole thing. And you can't fit this in the bag. You have to put it here. So you can only loot this once. But there's a way to actually loot this at least 4 times, if not more, because we're actually using this rig and we're not using magazines and loads of ammo. There's a better way of doing this. If you right-click on this, inspect, go over to the CQA1 upper, right-click on it and go detach. And you can see we're now able to fit it in a 1x4. That means we can get another 3 here and 2 more here if we wanted to. And that each one of them is around $230. So always worth grabbing these CQA1s and putting them like that. You can fit a lot more in there. Really, really handy. Now the things we're looking out for in terms of the AI is money, high valuable loot, certain gun parts. Again, this one, not really worth it, but I will grab the EK. Put that in there for now. Tuna, no. Control left click that. I think you might as well grab the shades, put them on us. Something else to sell. Now, it has came up saying that we are now thirsty, so the next ones we find and loot, if they have got a drink on them and stuff, we will make sure we loot that. This guy's got a shotgun. So again, we're going to go here, we're going to right click and use this, control left click to grab that. And the shotgun the only thing I want to loot from this is the site again. So gonna grab this and just pop that over there. That's all I need from him. This one, see what he's got. Another AKM. Gonna grab the EKS and leave it at be. Go over to here. Go over to here. Nothing here. Gonna move on. Now, I don't think we killed anything in here. Let's have a little check inside here and see if there's anything worth looting in here, which we might want to grab. No. There is some armor here. What's the thing on this? So this one's not new. This one is brand new, so we could grab this. Even if it's not for protection, we can use it for selling, to handshake, to level us up and increase our vendor thing. Now, suppressors are normally worth picking up. They can sell for a little bit. That scope there is worth picking up for now, so we'll use it for now. And I can't see any kind of like rings or anything along here. That's something we're kind of looking for, is high value loot, necklaces, cards, credit cards, jewelry. Can all be laying around on the tables. You do want to be careful and just make sure you don't miss any of that. Okay. Now, someone did charge us in here. I'm pretty sure we looted this dude already, didn't we? Yeah. Grips. Not really fussed about this. Nothing of value in here. Let's have a look in the firearms box. Nice. We'll grab this. Put this in here. And the Mosin, I'm not going to grab the Mosin, but I will grab the scope from it and bring that. EKP, again, another one of those. Might as well grab them. What we got here? Another EKP, grab that for now. It's all just free loot. Things we can sell over to Gunny. And this is how I've gotten Gunny leveled up so fast. Now, he's a shotgun. Here's a high-value loot on him, so we're going to put that in our secure container, along with the money, which we're left-clicking control, and we're going to grab another scope from him. Go over to him, another shotgun with the scope. Going to grab that, and we're going to grab another drink while we might as well. You can kind of see how we're going with this idea. Now, he's got an M4. So again, I'm going to right click on this and detach the upper, and that's going to go over there. And then we're going to check for money, more money. Lovely old job. Let's go over here and loot the dudes over here. I'm still always being careful and looking out just in case there's some AI spawned or I missed some along the way. But I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty confident I got rid of most of them. Here, don't want to loot anything from these AKMs. The scopes here, the PKO ones, are not worth looting. Just leave them. So here is just going to be grabbing the money. I'm going to check this table, see if there's anything on this table. No. What have you got for us? Another shotgun, so we're going to grab the scope off him. He's got a necklace, high value necklace. Lovely. Control click on the money. And we're doing well already. We already cleared the area. We went in with literally hardly anything in terms of ammo or gun or armor. Didn't really spend too much, and we're already profiting with this. The good thing about this is these slugs are not too bad against PvP. I'm going to be testing this out a bit more on the stream to see how well they do against PvP, because then it's a win-win here too. If you're winning against your PvP matches, you might be able to come up really big, killing someone and taking their stuff. Now, one thing I like to do when I'm in Sawmill is check the med bags around here. So medical bag around here, which can have some really handy stuff. So let's see if he's got it. No, he hasn't. But what they can do is they can spawn these stims, and these stims give you basically unlimited stamina for a certain amount of time, which can be really handy if you're trying to like run around on an objective. So all we've done really is we've just gone around, we've used cover, peeked in and out of cover to take the AI out. Basically didn't even get hit doing so, because we're trying to use the same kind of principle here of the AI will basically shoot in last known location, and they're gonna like have a little cone, and the cone basically gets accurate and more accurate depending on how long you keep peeking the same place. So the idea is to not keep peeking the same place. Now we've actually found a new thing here. We've got some keys. The bosses normally contain keys. This is the boss. So keys, I always put in my little key pouch. It's got some tequila, which we're going to pop in here. And we are starting to run out of space. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of a few things here. I'm going to start getting rid of these CQA uppers. Instead, I'm going to grab the micro, it's called the T1 here, and put that and keep that. But I'm going to start dropping this because we're running out of space now. And that's what I like to do as a pattern. Now I'm going to bring out, sorry, actually, you want to grab the whole thing here. Bring out this instead and start looting just the scopes because we're now running out of space. So I start with the CQ uppers, but if I start running out of space and I got getting rid of them, and I only grab the scopes instead because we can fit more scopes in the same kind of space to the CQ upper. Now there's a key here. Yeah, so you can see, like, looking around, sometimes you'll find certain things. The key, I don't need this key, so I'm not going to pick it up. But that key can spawn in that same location each time. Again, with this, I'm not going to grab the upper now. I'm just going to grab the T1, put that there instead. Check for any other type of loot, money, and stuff like that, which we've just done. Now, let's look along the table here, because there can be some good stuff sometimes along the table. Things might be worth picking up. The main thing I'm mainly looking for is just high tier loot, though, things like that, but always good to check just in case. Now, there should be an armor box up here, or over there somewhere. We're going to loot that in a minute. Again, checking around the tables. Another firearms box, what we got on here. So we haven't got too much. There's only one on here, so I'm actually going to get rid of that. And I'm going to bring that over here. Try and capitalize as much as loot as possible. And we're done basically the route again. We've just gone around again. But this time, because we've killed everyone, we're just now looting up our kills. And we're good to go. I'm not going to grab that because we're starting to run out of space. We don't need that scope. I'm going to go over here now and loot the armor. So, I'm not going to get this. I'm going to get this, though, because this is an upgrade. So, I'm going to drop this. This is a level 3 plus, which is the best protection. It will only protect you from the front, but it is pretty good. So, we're going to grab that. Let's check the ammo. See what type of ammo we're getting. Nothing I need there. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is, there's a few more AI at the top here. We've cleared most of this. There is also some AI over there, but I'm not too fussed about going over there. So let's just go over here, loot up. And then we've done our little bit. We've made a successful run. If I was doing a mission, obviously I would do the mission here. Again, I'm looking for my nearest cover when I'm moving up here. I know there's going to be AI about, so I'm getting ready to use cover if needed. Oh, I see one here. Okay. I'm going to go back around this way. I'm going to reload while we're waiting. Because I heard someone else also say something. I'm going to move up. Again, I'm just trying to keep as much cover as possible. Maybe one or two more around here. Can't see them though. So we're going to quickly loot this dude. Don't need the AKM, but we'll grab the money. Go and quickly loot the other guy around here too. Where do we kill him? Another CQA1. What we will do is grab the T1 in here. Grab this. Grab this. All good. Now you'll learn by yourself kind of what you think is valuable, and what I would do is just pick things up. If you're not too sure what something's like, or maybe you're curious how much a certain gun does, just pick it up. I mean, take it back with you and then have a little look and see how much it sells for, right? At the end of the day, it's all just trial and error. This is what I've learned for myself when playing, what seems to be the best way of, you know, dealing with it. But it could be something you find which is better. Now, oh, there we go. So we got some awesome keys. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to grab the high value loot. Control click on the thing here. And we are pretty much stocked. Now, this is not going to be worth as much as a grip. So I might as well, not a grip, sorry, a sight. So I'm going to grab the sight over that. I'm pretty sure that is all of them. So let's now head out and get back to base and see how much we made from this. And yeah, I hope this kind of helps. It's like just a quick little run through of the POI. Oh, there's one right over there. Can we get him from over here? We did, one shot. See, it's pretty good. They're pretty good. I'm not going to go and loot him, but that is the best way I can kind of try and showcase how you should be approaching POIs. And you can do this in any of the POIs. It's just moving in between cover, being patient when you need to, don't peek the same angles all the time, and you can really avoid a lot of your deaths, right? Like I said, we went in with no armor, and we now came out with some armor. We've got a whole backpack full up with good stuff, which we can sell, some high tier loot, bit of money. Pretty much made our kit and then some. Alright? So I hope this helps. This is kind of like the kind of thing you'll be doing when you're going in between different POIs, doing the same type of thing, looking for your keys, looking for your high value loot, grabbing money, and doing your missions. On top of that, PvP if you are on the PvP server. So let's now head over back to base and sell this up. Okay, so back at base, I'm just going to quickly control click everything so we get it all into the stash. And then we can sell it all what we need. Don't need this. What else did we make money on? I'm going to keep this because I'm actually, no, we're going to sell it. We're going to sell it because I can just re-get another one anyway. So grab all this, put the money over there. That was around 500, wasn't it? And we've still got our everything else, the basic kit we started off with. So everything else here is going to be selling. The first thing I like to go is always handshake because I want to sell most things are handshake to get him top to level 3. So he can only take gear and high value loot. And the high value loot you can sell to every single one of the vendors. You can see it doesn't change whatever one you go with, and the money doesn't, the price of it doesn't change. So high value loot you can use to level up your vendors, and whenever you sell things, that's what you do, they will level up a little bit in XP. So I want to level up him the most at the minute, so we're going to be selling to him. So let's sell this, and this. 1,700 to sell to him. Perfect. And we can see at 3,707 rep, we sell this. We're now 3,727 reps. So we made an extra 20 rep just by selling to him, on top of making 1,700 on top of that. Now we'll go into Gunny. We're going to do the same thing. I don't need any of this. And you can see here that these EKPs are worth $80. The PU rings from the Mosin are worth 100, and the T1s, which you get from the M4s, are worth around 60 to 70k, depending on their how much they're damaged by, if etc. And you can see here the upper is $238. If you got a full one, it'll only be 250 extra, and only extra like $30 here. So this is why we loot these certain things and we grab these certain things from this. So let's sell all these and see how much these all add up to. One up there. 2,390. It's not too bad considering we didn't have a massive bag, and we was in a medium POI. We weren't going to one of the high tier POIs looting the better guns or finding more high tier value loot, but that was 2,390 on top of the 1,700 we also sold to Handshake. So overall, that was about 4k worth of money. No, 4,500 because we also had 500 in cash. So 4,500 in money just by going to that main POI with a basic kit. It wasn't like a big backpack or anything. We could have made more if we had a bigger backpack. Not too bad considering we would be doing this when we're also going on doing our missions, which would maybe give us another 1,000, 2,000, depending on what mission you're doing, right? And this is what I like to do. This is how you can make money, level up your traders, survive, not die as much to the AI. Make sure you're using your cover, peeking out, switching different positions, and being unpredictable to the AI. And that way you're going to keep alive a lot more. You're not going to die as much, and you can avoid some of those unwanted deaths. Anyway, guys, hope this helps you. Let me know in the comment section down below what you want to see. Do you want to see some high tier loot areas? Do you want to see some PvP? What do you want to see from the Grey Zone Warfare content? We've got 0.3 coming out. Really looking forward to that. I will be doing a full playthrough of that, along with only playing on the PvP servers, just because it really does promote PvP, and I can't wait for it. I really can't. We'll be testing out some unusual loadouts, seeing what we can get away with, see what we can do. I can't wait, dudes. I'm really looking forward to 0.3. Let me know in the comment section down below if you are too. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.